MPI has been bearish for quite some time. It has continued to drop. Now at 420, 425 levels, what should you do if you own the stock? What should you do if you have cash? Should you buy, sell, hold, or avoid? Check this video out. Hey guys, this is Marvin Gurmo. I'm still here in Singapore for Stock Smart Singapore, where we will have a couple of sessions talking about technical analysis and how you can trade the markets with confidence. That being said, I got a lot of messages from a lot of people who were asking about MPI. MPI, as you all know, I've talked about it a lot because it's a very, very good defensive company. For those who are new to the markets, no, it has a lot of stuff. It has a lot of companies inside the holding company that won't close down pretty soon. It's Meralco, Maynilad, construction, hospitals, and a lot more companies that even if inflation is higher, the companies that are in that will still have a lot of sales in perpetuity. That being said, a lot of people are asking why is the stock down? Why over a stretched period of time, MPI has not gone anywhere? Is there something wrong? You have to understand this in the world of stock trading and investing. It's pretty much sentiment driven. It's pretty much sentiment based. The earnings wasn't as growing. It wasn't as good as what people wanted it to be. So similar to every stock that's in the market, the earnings are not there. It's not as what analysts want it to be. People won't be as bullish to buy it for a large amount of time, for a long period of time, and for a large amount. What's interesting about it though is there's a support at the 4.2, 4.25 level where it has gone back up over the past few days. So now, here's what's interesting about that. If MPI stays above 4.2, 4.25, and it holds that range, no, it could be a good buy signal given that if you stretch the chart longer, it is moving in a range. The range is 4.2, 4.25 with the resistance at 5 pesos per share. So short term, 4.2, 4.25 support level. If that area, that level will hold, the next possible target price will be around 4.5. If it breaks out from 4.5, the next possible target will be at the 5 peso level. Now that's what makes it interesting. However, buy it with caution because if 4.20, 4.25 does not hold and the selling will still prevail, you have to remember a lot of the indicators are still showing you a level of selling. So should there be more selling in the stock regardless of that particular support level, you must still sell. You must set your cut loss at the 4.20, 4.25 level should the stock not hold in those particular areas. We are still driven by support and resistance, and the way for you to make money off of this, the way for you to be able to at least have a sense of profitability in this is you buy at 4.20, buy at 4.25, 4.20, 4.25 does not hold, sell, cut loss. But if it bounces, hold it up until the resistance at 4.5, hold it up until the resistance at 5 pesos per share. So that's how you do it, no? This is though a riskier trade as compared to the other stocks that I've been mentioning because a lot of the indicators yet haven't really shown an indication that it will reverse, that it will bounce. The only thing that we are holding on to is the 4.20, 4.25 level has had a historical support. What you need to check is if that support will hold, because if it holds, your payoff for buying it will be relatively good. If that holds, then you have a shot of earning from that level. Now, if you're an investor, the thing about that is this. I really believe that MPI will still be around 10, 15, 20 years from now. At this point in time, at 4.20, 4.25, the stock is relatively cheap already. Again, the goal is to buy stocks that are good, growing, and are cheap. And here's the thing. The lower the stock is, the dividend yield will be much better for you. So for those who are very sensitive with stocks that will grow 10 years later on with dividends, this is a good time for you to buy the stock at a cheaper rate with a better dividend yield for you as well. So if you're an investor, I really believe there's nothing to be worried about. The company is still good. The company will have the company has a lot of companies under it that will perform, that will never run out of customers, that will still produce sales. So should you be scared about the fundamentals of MPI? Personally, not really, because Meralco will still be there. Maynilad, given that it had a lot of issues, with water, no, in general, there's been a lot of issues between Manila Water and Maynilad. It somehow bogged it down also. What you need to consider also are their construction projects. Why? Some of them are still underway and they're getting new ones that will be finished years later on. So the payoff of that revenue-wise won't be in 2019. Your positioning will be what will they become later on when suddenly they start collecting from the toll roads that they inked years and years and years ago. And that should be the narrative for MPI. This is something that the ROE of MPI is not as high as, say, other companies that are in other industries. The ROE of this is much, much smaller because of the large capital that they're putting in all of their projects and in all of the companies that they have, from electricity to water to construction to the hospitals that they have. So I guess that's it for now. But one thing that I'd like to point out is there's nothing for you to worry about from a fundamental aspect, especially if you are an investor. From a technical aspect, from a trading aspect, all you need to know is what the charts are telling you, and all you need to set, and what should be very, very important, is the narrative of where should you buy, where should you sell, and what should be your target if you would want to hold the stock. And that should be the discipline that is there. And one thing that I keep narrowing and hammering to all of you is, if the stock is down and the sell signals get hit, you must sell. You must be emotionless. You must try with all your might, heart, soul, and strength to trade the markets without using your emotions. Because at the end of the day, it's your logic, it's your discipline, it's your strategy, and it's you sticking to technicals and fundamentals that will help you make money in the markets in perpetuity. So that's it for now. This is Marvin Germo from Orchard Road in Singapore. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon, guys, and God bless you all.